fix this because I look horrible. Okay. Let me turn down my Incredibles. Let me pause that. So, the last couple of weeks, uh, I had sex with my ex, the asshole who made my life a living hell for 10 years. Why the fuck would I do that? Basically, just feeling so. Being. I'm a. I'm a bossy type person. I like to be in control of everything. I'm a very independent woman. I don't like people taking care of me. I don't like depending on nobody. I like getting up every morning at 6. I like, getting up, taking my shower, putting on makeup, getting dressed, getting in the car, sitting in traffic, going to work, having people need me, having people say, having a purpose, having a job. And I never had that since July. And having to, the fact that I resigned, a lot of people think I just quit. I resigned because I had no choice. And being sick the last couple months, it seems like it's not going to get no better. And I've come to terms with it's not getting no better. There's nothing I can really do except for try to learn to manage it. And learning to manage it is expensive and it's hard. But I'm getting I'm not physically getting better. The anxiety is still there. I'm just trying to find ways to live with it, and it is a difficult process. But one thing that I've learned the last few months is that being a mother is something that I love to death. My son is 8, and I've been working since he was like 3. Because when he was first born, I was not working. Didn't trust nobody with my son. So I think I've been working since he was like 3, and even then, no, 2. No, I started working when he was. I took him to work when he was like 4 months. Cause my boss allowed me to bring him to work because I just did taxes, so it was seasonal. It was nothing big. So he allowed me to bring him to work, and I would bring him to work. But full time, like being away from 8 hours a day, not being able to bring him to work, he was like 3, and it was work. It was horrible. But as time went on, I got used to it. I missed him like crazy, but I knew I just had to work. And it got to a point where I was starting doing overtime, and I just looked at it as being part of my parental, job. Like I had to financially take care of my son, and I wasn't really doing it because I had to. Like overtime, I was doing it because I felt like I wanted to give him stuff. So once I stopped working and I started spending more time with him, because I stopped working in the summertime when he didn't have school, I went to work for 1 week. I went to work for 1 week um, because I was out from July 9th until August 22nd. I went to work for 1 week and then I was resigned after that. Being home with him, when I told him I had to go back to work for a week, he cried. He just did not want me to leave. And I'm just like, I didn't realize that me being with him every day and, going outside, doing little projects around the house, teaching him how to read, teaching him how to spell words, helping him with homework, stuff like that. Because, like, he had some homework out of here. So it was a lot of stuff that we were just doing together that I just looked at because I couldn't do it when I was working. And now that I'm home, on those days where I wasn't cramped up in pain, or those moments where I wasn't extremely nauseous, or those moments where I didn't have stomach pains, I would be able to do stuff with him. And even if I only played with him, because there was some days where I would just be in bed, nauseous, not eating, muscle, just like tiny muscle spasms burning. It would be, sometimes it'll be a whole day, sometimes it'll be a half a day, sometimes it'll be an hour, sometimes it depend on the day. But I spent more time with him more than ever, and then like actually getting to see him go back to school for the first day, actually being able to help him get ready in the morning, actually being able to help him with homework, actually being able to go to back to school night, actually just stuff like that. I didn't realize how much I missed. They had no idea who I was. They knew my brother, they didn't know me. So I sat down And I'm just right, like I'm still in the process of doing it right now, trying to find things that I can do where I can be a full-time mom and work part-time. And when I mean work part-time, I mean you come last, job comes last. I'm trying to find ways where so I can do like something, and I don't mean Avon. I'm not selling nothing to nobody. I want to do an actual something, and I have a couple of things in mind, stuff that people actually have to do. Like they have to legally, you have to do it. Stuff that I can do on my own, and not have to work for somebody else. But it's the same thing. I don't know. Anyway, I'm working on that, and a few weeks ago, like I said, I stopped with my ex, and we started off using a condom. He said he took the condom off. Um, and I thought he was joking. He turned the light on. He didn't have one on. He didn't ever take. I was like, okay. And in that moment when he said that, I was like, well, he took. I was pissed. First, I was pissed because I'm like, what the fuck does Jesus do? This piece of shit has. He is a hoe. Like, I didn't. I mean, I don't think he's a ho. I think he's more of a like, I get drunk and have sex with random ass people who don't know ho. And I was just so pissed. And then I just started thinking, my mind started to wonder, and I was like, well, maybe I'm pregnant. Hopefully I can be pregnant, but I'm like, you can't get pregnant for one try, so I may try again. So we had sex the next day, and I'm protected. And I was so desperate because at the end of the day, I have been single since April, and only one guy has tried to talk to me, and that one guy just wanted sex. So men aren't checking for me. And I think they can tell that my confidence is low. They can tell that I'm just not feeling myself. They can tell. And I really just don't want to be one of the people who depend on a man. I don't want nothing to do. I really just don't want nothing to do with it. The whole relationship thing is not what it used to be, and it's not what it should be. The whole monogamy is just not real. Honesty does not exist. Trust is what? So I'm just not really into it. And whoever I had a baby by would have to be a friend and not someone I'm in a relationship with, because it would just probably end horrible. But anyway, after that, I was like, okay, did it, whatever. I went and got tested, of course. I was good. Everything was cool. I got tested again. I got tested twice for each STD because I'm extremely paranoid. I got him tested. He didn't have anything. I didn't have anything. So everything was fine on that part. But when I told them the days that we had unprotected sex, he was like, well, you were ovulating those days. And I was like, is that a bad thing? It was a good thing. He was like, well, there's a big chance that you can be pregnant and that I should test in 4 weeks. But of course, me being like, oh my God, I could be pregnant. I could be pregnant. And I just started thinking about being able to be a mother of 2 kids. Like, but then I started getting scared, like, hold up. But then I would definitely have to work. And not that I don't have to. I don't have to. Well, right now I'm fine. But with 2 children, I got nervous because it's like society says you have to do this. Society says you have to do that. Society. But I'm fine. My bills are all paid. I'm good. I don't have to do anything. You know. And I'm not on TCA or welfare. So let's get that straight. So I was like, okay. And then I got excited again. And then I started being nauseous all the time, which I'm already nauseous. So it's like, am I nauseous because I'm pregnant, or am I nauseous because I'm just nauseous? Because I'm always nauseous. And then I started having cramping, and I'm like, ooh. Then I had like a little brown discharge. TMI, I know, but whatever. And I'm like, but I googled it, and it said early pregnancy. And I'm so happy. But then today, I started getting so bad. Like I started getting cramping again, nauseous, and then the brown discharge just. I was like, I'm coming on my fucking period. That was, and I googled it, and I was just. It says you can have it around. It says you could be early pregnant, but I feel like I'm coming on my period, and I'm so I'm sad and relieved. I guess at the same time, I'm not really relieved because I really did want a baby, but I'm relieved that it's not by him. because he's not a good dad. He's a deadbeat. He's not a good dad at all. It just hurts because I honestly 100% felt like that would be my only shot at having a baby before I'm too old. I'm not having a child after 35. I really don't want to have one at 31 or 32. I feel like I'm too old to be having a baby, but I'm just so fucking. I'm mad and I'm sad and I'm just like. I mean, the only thing that I'm relieved about is that I won't be having a baby by him. That's the only thing. But I just feel like if I don't have one now, I will never have one. My son will never have a sibling. He's already 8, so it's already gonna be that huge age difference, and I'm just like, I just need to. I keep telling myself, Tasha, you need to focus on your health. You need to focus on this, focus on that. Stop worried about a baby. And I'm just so. Being a mother makes me so happy, and I feel like that is the only happy thing in my life. Honestly, I just feel so. I feel like I'm actually doing something right. But then, just I guess I can just concentrate on the one I got. But all he talks about is how he wants a sibling, how he wants a little brother, how he wants a little sister, how he wants a sibling, and he always talks about it every day, and it's not an exaggeration. And it just makes me feel bad because I can't give him the only thing that he wants. And I have siblings. I want I want my son to have that. And it just sucks because I really did want to be pregnant. Not only because I want to have my son a sibling, but honestly, this might sound so crazy, but because my period is fucking evil, and I'd rather be pregnant than have my period. Like 100%, I'd rather be pregnant than have my period. That's how bad it is. And I want to get a hysterectomy, so I don't have my period again. But they won't let you have one unless you have 3 kids. So that would have been a good way, because I'm over 30 and I would have 2 kids, and they would let me get one. But now I can't get a hysterectomy. I have to suffer through my evil demon period, and I won't do the only thing that makes me happy, being a mommy. Well, I am a mom, so at least I have one. I just wanted to have another one so that he can have a sibling, someone to grow up with, someone to, he wants to be a big brother. That's all he wants. But I just wanted another one. But I'm blessed because God gave me one. So there's some people out there who can't even have one. So trying to look at them, I'm a little sad because Aunt Philo is heading my way. Just sad. But I guess there are so many children in this world who don't have families or parents or whatever that maybe I shouldn't be bringing anymore. I can't be a foster parent because I don't work, but everything happens for a reason. I don't know what God's plan is for me. So even though I don't plan on having a child after 35, who knows what God's plans are for me? I'm just honestly, I'm being stress free, not worrying about things, not planning things, and just letting stuff happen the way it naturally happens. When God puts a thought in my mind, I go through with it. But other than that, I'm just not really trying to give too much energy to negativity and writing a book that's already been written. God's already written my book of life. So what is the point of me trying to write it myself? It's already written. I just have to go along with it.